We can get the latest from the ground now with our correspondent Gulliver Cragg. Gulliver, you're in Khomutsi. Is there fighting where you are?
No, there's not fighting where we are. We came here from Kiev in order to be at a safer place. This is a 3 hours drive approximately from Kiev in normal time. It took a lot longer yesterday because of everybody fleeing the capital. But actually, we found that the war really can be felt here. There are checkpoints being set up everywhere. People, local authority workers are taking down the road signs because they want to the Russians to have as little chance as possible of knowing where they are if their satellite navigation doesn't work. And of course, we have seen men going to sign up for the territorial defense brigades in villages. The local mayor, for example, of one village told us that all the young men already have gone to the front. There is total mobilization for the armed forces in Ukraine. And there's also a huge amount of mobilization, very much to be seen everywhere around here in terms of people volunteering to help the army however they can, or to help displaced persons who've fled their homes, whether it's the capital or places further to the east. So there's a real sense that we are in wartime here, even in this region in central Ukraine, which people didn't think would be likely to be so directly affected by the Russian offensive, or at least not so quickly. But in fact, as early as Thursday morning, a military base around 20 kilometers from where I am now was shelled and 2 soldiers died. So even people in the towns around here don't feel entirely secure. There have been air raid sirens going off in towns, even in this region.
Now, Gulliver, more broadly, what's fighting looking like across the country today?
Well, it seems like there are attacks going on a very large number of fronts. Kharkiv, the second largest city in Ukraine, in the northeast, has been shelled again today. There were also shells that hit residential buildings, not just in Kiev, but also in the city of Chernigiv, which is north of Kiev towards the Belarusian border. There it was reported that the Grad multiple rocket launcher was used, and also in Sartana, those Grad missiles rained down on Sartana, which is a suburb of just to the north of Mariupol, the famous port city in the Donbass, which is on what was the front line for the past 8 years. But now it's not clear exactly where the front line is, because there seem to be attacks on all fronts, including in the south. The cities of Kherson and Mykolaiv have been targeted. Varying reports about whether or not the Ukrainians really are still in full control of those cities. And there was a horrifying video that I saw of a medical vehicle that was carrying wounded that was struck by a rocket, and the driver was killed. The person who filmed the video was screaming hatred at the Russians on the video that you could see, and that's certainly a feeling that you feel from many people around here. People are very, very, very angry, as well as being terrified, but also to some degree galvanized and trying to do what they can to try to participate in the defense of the country.
All right, Gulliver Cragg reporting live for us there. Thank you for that update, Gulliver.